Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. So today we're going to sort of do part two of the manifestation questions. In fact, this whole week is going to be about manifestation. If for some reason you have not seen the video out on Monday called Manifestation, this one will be part two. Please take a look at that. This is the conversation or the channeled information that followed the first channeled information that I passed along on Monday. So my question this time was, what is the process of instant manifestation? And here is the answer. There are a multitude of processes that fall under the category of instant manifestation. Some, in fact, many, happen daily. You are looking for a parking space, and there one is. You think of someone, and the phone rings. These happen often and daily, and to those who are awake, there is the realization that this is a form of instant manifestation. The next kind is, for example, when you hold a question in your mind, and very soon you see a book or overhear a conversation, hear a song, or some other signal or message that provides you with the road to insight. Next comes the times you may see or feel the end result of something, an event or a situation, with no clear idea of how that given result may manifest. But as you look back from a period of time removed, you can clearly see the steps you were guided to take, which resulted in the evolution of the idea or situation. Understand this: no miracles are bigger or more difficult than others. That parking space or the pot of gold are equally easy. The variance comes from what the mind is able to accept as doable and that which it believes is more difficult. Thoughts are the building blocks. That is how, for example, a healer is able to heal. So I'm talking about energy healers, right? Reiki Masters, Reiki practitioners, temple tapping, there's all kinds of disciplines. That's the healing that we're talking about here. Healers simply do not see the dis-ease as anything real, and therefore they are able to assist with the healing. The channel, so the healer, is clear that communication with a higher vibration realm is real and available. And so therefore, that is exactly what happens. For any of you out there who routinely work, for example, with archangels, you know they're there. Like, after you get used to their energy and their vibration, you simply know their energy and you understand that it's completely available and accessible to you. And so then you don't really question at all the logistics or frankly even the reality of the fact that they're there, or if they're there, or even why they're there. You simply know and understand they're there. You have connected to that particular vibration. Remember, that faith or belief is simply the expectation of the manifestation. Again, faith or belief is simply the expectation of the manifestation. When you gently push away all disbelief, what was once unbelievable not only becomes believable, but in fact becomes faith and the expectation of the manifestation. So really, the question becomes, how does one suspend or eradicate the thoughts that inhibit your ability to cause instant manifestation? First and most powerful is the true and irrefutable fact and belief that your prayers and desires are returned to you answered. And the only time, generally speaking, that a prayer is not answered is when answering the prayer would send you in a direction that is not conducive for your Soulprint journey. And the other thing I just want to mention is you can never cause somebody else through your desire to behave in a way that it is any way or shape against their will. So the most typical example of this is not I want to fall in love, but I want Billy to fall in love with me. Not going to happen, okay? Because you can't control how Billy is supposed to act or react. In doing that, you're taking away his free will and his choice. But you can ask for love. You can ask that love come into your life. You can ask that you be surrounded by that energy, that you become more accepting of that energy. But you can't ever create an environment or a situation where in order for your manifestation to be answered or your prayer to be answered, you force somebody's behavior. It's not going to happen or work. So the first is, and the most powerful, is the true and irrefutable fact and belief that your prayers and desires are returned to you answered. Secondly, it is the ability to visualize the future event or situation that you desire to cause. When using this powerful tool, understand that it is not the details that are important. The feelings, the power of the emotion is the power that you have to tap into. The trick is to not get caught up in the details. Let's say, for example, you are going to visualize a change of employment or residence. The focus is not where, when, or how, but the joy and satisfaction that this new environment will create within your life and growth experience. That is the focus of the visualization, because that becomes the fuel that brings the situation to combustion or boiling point of the manifestation. Thirdly, putting into words the expectations of an event or situation creates not only clarity, but it becomes a tool of the expectation. And again, watch your words. It has to be current and it has to already be received. Fourth, you, without doubt, follow the intuitive feelings or directions that you then receive. And to accept that guidance will almost always come one step at a time. You, earth angels, are very fond of seeing the whole big picture. This is often counterproductive. Accept the small steps. Timing is also another factor that needs to be addressed when it comes to manifestation. For without doubt, there are times when certain events or situations need to be addressed first, or certain events must take place in order to allow the foundation to be built strong. What good is accomplished if the foundation is ready to crumble before the manifestation is set in place? It would be wise to see the ability to make manifest much like the waves of the sea, ever rushing to shore, each wave an opportunity, never ending, the ebb and flow, much like breathing in and out. So if events are not moving as quickly as you would like, first, look to the quality and quantity of your quiet listening time to determine if you are actually taking the time required to hear the guidance given. You may also want to consider looking to surrounding events to see if, in fact, events are indeed shifting, but perhaps not in the way you expected. You therefore are not seeing the truth that is right before your eyes. The smallest flower and the biggest tree both start from a seed. You are never given a vision or dream without the ability to make it manifest. Again, you are never given a vision or dream without also the ability to make it manifest. Nor are you encouraged to follow a path that will cause ruin or hardship. That is why taking the time to listen is so important. The waves continue coming to shore, whether or not you see them. Likewise, do the opportunities to fulfill your destiny. Many times, it is not divine timing that causes the delay, but just another missed wave. Quiet the mind, still your breathing. Go deep into your sacred center to discover the golden pathway, and therein lies the answers to what next, how next, and when next. Never forget, in terms of your soul's growth, you were not intended to be stagnant, but to constantly continue the growth process. Unfortunately, many have forgotten that the fastest way to growth is often in stillness. All of your God-given tools are inborn to be utilized. Use them in love and light, and your pathways will be gentle and ever evolving. We remain Masudius. So from this, we come to understand that it is really our perceptions, our thoughts that create the manifestation. So manifestation usually starts with a thought or an idea. And you roll that around in your head for a while. And then there are words. And the words may be something you write down, something you verbally say out loud, like a mantra. Or it may just be a conversation with a trusted friend or confidant. Every step creates the momentum of the manifestation. Once you have the idea, and once there are words, then the deeds come, the movement, the motion. So, and it's not that you do it in a grand flurry. It is that step by step, day by day, little step, you do a little something that moves you closer towards the goal you're trying to achieve or the goal you desire to achieve. And step by step, you move closer and closer to creating the energy that creates the manifestation. It's a process. The more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes, the easier you do it, the more confident. It just simply happens faster. So if this is a process that you are just starting, don't go for like the big thing. Start really small. You know, maybe you just want to manifest a flower. You want a flower to come into your life. Okay. Now, maybe you'll see that flower in the cover of a book or on a magazine. Maybe you'll get a card in the mail or something, through technology, and somebody sends you a little flower at the end of their message. That's manifestation. And once you start seeing flowers everywhere, then you go on to the next thing, and maybe it's a little bigger. Maybe you really are looking for that parking spot. Although personally, I have to tell you, I find it very, very effective to just ask the parking angels to find me a parking spot. And if I go somewhere, honest, this is the truth. If I'm going somewhere that is like just hard to find a parking spot, like West Edmonton Mall, or a hospital, hospital parking lots are always crowded. I literally, as I'm leaving home, I make the request, don't wait until you've circled the parking lot 4 times and now you think, oh yeah, maybe I should ask for some help here. Okay. But you move in increments, you move in steps, and pretty soon you realize that you are able to quickly manifest the things that you are doing. And like with everything else, practice builds confidence. And the more confidence you have, frankly, the less doubt you have. And the less doubt you have, of course, the more easily do you accomplish your goals. On Friday, we typically do some sort of a guided meditation on Friday. And in order to complete our manifestation week, we are going to be doing a manifestation guided meditation. So what I'm going to do is give you the steps first, the typical steps, and then we're just going to drift into a guided meditation and see if perhaps we get some insight, or maybe you may get some guidance about something that you are currently trying to manifest. So I hope you look forward to that. Again, I want to thank you really quickly for the support that you are giving this channel. Your feedback is fabulous. I am so humbled and grateful that you are enjoying this channel and that you really feel that you are getting something of value from it. So thank you. Your comments, the likes, the views, the thumbs up, they just really warm my heart because I feel like this is the path. Okay, so until next time, stand in your strength and stand in your light. Bye.